Welcome to the 2-card Monte. For this trick, all I need are 2 cards, the 8 of hearts and the king of spades. The 8 and the king. If the king stays in my hand and the 8 goes behind my back, all I have to do is shake the king like that. It actually switches places with the 8, and now the 8 is in my hand. Now, this time the 8 is going to stay in my hand and the king will go behind my back, but all I have to do is shake it like that, switches places. Now the 8 is behind my back and the king is in my hand, and that's the 2-card Monte. And now for the secret to the 2-card Monte. Some people think maybe I have 2 extra cards in my back pocket and then I switch the cards when I go around, but that's not the secret. I really only use 2 cards. The secret is actually that these are trick cards. Just like that. One card has 2 backs, the other card has 2 fronts. Now, if I were to hold the 2 cards like this and just wave them around, it's kind of weird, a little awkward. Everyone can see, look, I have 2 trick cards. But if I take the 2 cards, put them in one hand, and turn that hand over, it starts to really look like 2 cards. And then make it a little more convincing. You can slide your thumb back and forth as you turn your hand over, and even that slow, it really starts to look like 2 separate cards. So you show everyone the king and the 8. You don't have to overprove it. You just show them once, twice, and that's it. You take the face-up card, let's say it's the king, you put it behind your back. Everyone just saw the king behind your back. Everyone thinks the 8 is in your hand. All you have to do, take the card, turn it over, and show that it switched places, and then you do the move again with your thumb, and it will look like they switched. Just like that. I'll show you again. This time we're going to take the king, put it behind my back. I can shake that card if I want. It doesn't really do anything, but it makes it look kind of cool. I just take the card, turn it over, and everyone will see that it switched places. They'll say, where did the king go? I say, right over here. And that's the secret to 2-card Monte. Now that you know the secret to the 2-card Monte, there's some tips and tricks to try to make it a little bit better. We learned the secret is very simple, that there's trick cards, and all you have to do is practice turning your hand over to make it look like 2 different cards. But a very important thing to remember is that when you're doing the trick and you show the 2 cards and you put the card behind your back, careful not to accidentally turn the cards over too much, because some people will say, oh, the 8 goes behind my back, I'm going to leave the king over here, and then it just makes it very obvious to see what's going on. So make sure to hold the cards nice and straight, either against your body or parallel to the ground so no one can see it, and hold it nice and straight. Turn the card over, and don't let anyone see the back of the other card until you're ready to turn it over. You should never be turning over the cards unless they're together, like that. Another thing to remember to make it a little bit more exciting, instead of just saying an 8 and a king and making them switch places, which is still kind of cool, you can make a little game out of it. Tell a little story. You can say something like, I was playing a game of cards with my friends. I had a choice between a king or an 8. A king or an 8. So I took the 8, and everyone said, no, you shouldn't have done that. You should have taken the king. I said, don't worry, look, it's magic. I did take the king, see? The 8 is still over there. So that's just one example of what you can do with these trick cards. It's called the 2-card Monte. It's a lot of fun. Remember to practice, have fun, and I hope you enjoyed.